it's not a bill, it's just telling you the rent's gone up.
Ransom note?
The rent's gone up.
Oh, I was going to say, I thought you said ransom note.
Anyway, I'm live, so.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, bro.
No problem. Yeah, I didn't tell you until now. Quaternian's back, and we're back with gaming, and we're gonna be in Taxi Life today. Well, for this stream, I'll do another one of OMSI 2. Got a new setup, details are in the description. I've also got a new dynamic microphone, so I have to lean into it like a 70s radio DJ. And I've got one camera, two cameras, and I should get a third camera so you can see what my feet are doing at some point. So, for those of you that don't know, Taxi Life is a taxi driving simulator, and in it you get to drive, well, taxis, which there are various models. What I'm driving is this model, which resembles a Tesla Model 3, kind of a cross between a Tesla Model 3 and a Model S, with the rear lights. Rear lights are giving me kind of Audi, Porsche vibes. Basically, it's like most games that don't license the models of vehicles. They kind of make their version of a vehicle that's similar to the real one but different. I've got these funky checkered white wall tires. So yeah, let's get this car repaired because it needs a bit of a repair, I think. So to do that, the best way is to drive to one of the garages, so it's just, don't even need to set the sat nav really, because it's right there, just the end of this road and left. So let's see how quick the Tesla, well, their version of a Tesla, how quick their version of a Tesla goes. So here we are. Ooh, nearly left the road. Oh God, I seem to have a smear on the windshield. Let's get rid of that. Oops. Engine off. It's not really an engine, it's an electric one. So let's get those wipers turned off. Lights on. So we will get airborne. And you can feel the bumps through the force feedback. Don't know why this little car's blocking the whole road. Let's see. It's a bit tricky to get into this garage. You have to go on the wrong side of the road. Well, actually, shouldn't. You should really go and do it. There we go, into the garage. Okay, so you right click on the things to repair them, so that charges it. This one repairs all the damage to each part, and this one cleans the vehicle. So now we can go and do some actual taxiing. So we press M on the keyboard to bring up the map. We can find all the various jobs. So let's look. Let's see. Let's take this one's the nearest one. We'll take this one. Every time you come out of the garage, you need to restart your motor and you need to reconfigure the rear camera if you're using that. So now we have a job. It shows up on the sat-nav screen. And we can go and so when you're going to pick up a passenger, you are not really penalized for fast you drive, well, there are speed cameras, but once you have the passenger, you only tend to get away with 10 kilometers an hour over the speed limit. Any faster than that, and you're going to lose the patience, which you can see on the screen. That can go down, and if that goes down to 0, your passenger will want to exit your vehicle, and you will not be paid. But when you're running empty, basically, do what you want, but don't crash. Car parked in the middle of the road, and I missed my turning. So you can see the top speed of this car. Why is she floating? The top speed of this car is 149 kilometers an hour, which is approximately 90 miles per hour. And there's not that much opportunity to reach that top speed in this city, which is based on Barcelona. Anyway, enough circling around, time to go get the passenger. Come on, Audi, let's go. Ooh, that plate almost spells boss. 8055. Let's get past this slowpoke. Now, you can't do that with a passenger on board either. That will also lower your patience level, which is basically like your score. Got to keep an eye out for people crossing on the pedestrian crossings, because, well, the zebra crossings I should say, because obviously they have the priority. They will not wait, they will just step out, and you lose €100 each time you hit someone.
Hey there!
It's a one-way street, so I've got to back out of here. Even just doing that has reduced the patience of the passenger. So I'll probably have to speak up a bit because I'm a bit further from the microphone. I need to figure out how to get it to be a bit closer to me. But yeah, when you've got the passenger, you've got to drive quite smoothly. Oh, if you see that a passenger in the front, it means you've actually got several passengers. So it's just one who will sit in the back, not behind you, but opposite, because that's where you always sit in the car when you're being chauffeur driven, or taxi driven. It's a traditional place to sit. So as you'll see, I'm going as smoothly as possible.
What's wrong with you?
Yep, I got told off because I went through that light just as it went red. I thought I'd be an amber gambler, but I lost. I would say it takes more consideration, I want to say skill, to drive this, which is, well, the most powerful car that I've got in this game, so to drive it without speeding and upsetting the passenger. It's a lot easier when you're in a slower car, because obviously a slight tap of the accelerator isn't going to take you to like 60 miles an hour, 100 kilometers an hour. Whereas with this, if you punch it just a little bit, you will get up there in the speed. Just look as you're turning into the road.
Can you turn on the radio?
This is the first time I've had a request for them to turn on
Thanks.
the radio. So I started with the Athelion, I think it's called, which looks like an app. Yeah, I started with the Athelion, which looks like a Hyundai Ioniq kind of thing. It's not a bad car. And then I upgraded to the vintage car. Drove that for a while, then actually sold that to get the Sedna, which looks like a Toyota Corolla or Aris station wagon States car. And then I bought I forget what it's called in game, but it looks like a Mercedes EQV. And it's quite easy to get higher paying jobs with that vehicle. It's a six-seater. And so I leveled up with that. And AI drivers driving the I'd sold the vintage one and I bought another vintage one to replace the one I sold. And then gained enough in-game money to get this. And the next one I'd like to get is the rear, which resembles a Mercedes-Benz W212 E-Class. So yeah, that's basic overview of the car. Today I'm just going to be doing a couple of jobs in the Tesla lookalike. I forget what this one's actually called. It's actually called in game, but yeah, I'll be doing a couple of jobs with this one. See the passenger notices are turned off. I asked to be turned on. Because it just kind of plays the same loop. No matter what station you change it to, it just loops. Quite a short loop over and over. Like I said, the pedestrians will just step out. Certainly, I find it fun. It's reasonably realistic. And yeah, only one thing I could say is sometimes the force feedback in the steering is a bit annoying. Like it can be a bit grabby, the force feedback. Just stay this way. Well, he's not stopping for any red lights. Or she. reached the end of this journey, and then we'll be presented with a screen after we drop off this passenger that allows us to get the next closest journey if there is one. We don't have to choose that one.
Thanks. Have a nice
That's
day.
a good way of doing it. Sometimes you get jobs that are a lot higher paid than this, like up to €1,000. To be fair, if this was real life, €200 for a taxi ride is a lot of money, so perhaps a bit unrealistic there. I'd say they've multiplied what you'd get by 10, but if they did, and they've already got the car prices a lot lower than cars in real life, so if they did reduce the amount that you earn, it would probably take you a really long time to reach enough money to buy a car, so I guess they wanted to kind of give that to make it more playable, I guess. Fast reactions when you're breaking the speed limit by a factor of 3. Cars do have detailed and customizable interiors. You can change the interior colors. This is what I chose. I like the light interior with the kind of tan leather seats. And all of my cars are black exterior, like your typical London taxis and your typical London chauffeur-driven vehicles. You do have to park perfectly or it won't activate the cutscene. And you'll just be sitting there waiting for them to get in for it. So, with Quaternion, for those of you that did watch the video I posted at the beginning of the year about the changes to Quaternion, those just haven't worked out for me. Excuse me. Those just haven't worked out for me, so I've decided to go back to just streaming. So I do a lot of gaming, so I'm just going to stream whenever I'm gaming. Might not always talk through it, so it might be just a kind of watch me gaming kind of thing. I've got the camera set up so you can kind of see whether goofy facial expressions I might make, which might usually just be me looking kind of glum, but that's life. You do interact in the chat, respond, and I'll try and talk a bit and make it more interesting, get a bit of a running commentary of what I'm doing. Hopefully the volume will be loud enough. I need to get used to speaking a bit louder because I can't be leaning into the microphone all the time because it's a bit uncomfortable. Bad posture, and as you can see, patience goes down because I kind of forward it. Just going to take this to here to show on the journey. My company finance report was updated. I do like this car. I'm not that big a fan of electric cars in real life. Like, I probably wouldn't buy one as my only car. Because when I'm in real life, I like to drive long distances quite a lot. Because I like to travel when I'm driving. Like when I've got a car, I don't have one at the moment, but when I did in the past, I always did hundreds of miles all the time. So I couldn't deal with an EV as my only car like it petrol station and fill up with more petrol or diesel, it becomes a case of, well, actually, you've got to charge the thing, and that could take anything from half an hour and up, and it's fine if you factor it into your journey. Plus the fact that it's not free, electricity is not free anymore unless you get one of those Teslas that have the lifetime free charging. I don't think that's something they do anymore, correct me. But yeah, so unless you get that kind of feature, you have to remember it's not free electricity anymore, and in some cases it can end up costing you as much as filling up a normal traditional internal combustion car. So, but I do appreciate the way that electric cars accelerate. It's quite nice acceleration. So yeah, I wouldn't mind having one for that aspect. And of course, free ULEZ and free congestion charge. Of course, you can get free ULEZ by just getting a ULEZ compliant petrol car. Kind of service alley instead of the main street. It's rerouted us, but I think that's 2.7. Let's see. If I go back to the main route, if that distance remaining 2.73, 72, if that goes down or not. This was telling me to go. Yeah, that's gone down. So yeah, that's my thoughts on electric cars. Prefer a big noisy engine, big V12, V8, V6, something like that. Not the biggest fan of 4 cylinders, although they can be interesting. Let's say more, if it's a diesel 4 cylinder, more likely to be interested in it. But otherwise, not really. Maybe the Subaru ones, the flat 4s, boxer engines, those are quite interesting. Most other 4 cylinders don't really capture my imagination. And to be honest, if electric vehicles didn't have that quick acceleration, I don't think I'd be that interested in them either. Although some of them do look really good. Like, I like how Teslas look. I like their interiors with a big screen. Of course, you can get similar in most new cars now, but I don't know, the way they did it, they just did it right. And then you do get some with this kind of steering wheel, which is quite cool as well. Other than that, to be honest, if I was to buy an electric car, it would be a Tesla, most likely. Because if I'm honest, I don't think I'd miss the other manufacturers' electric cars if they just didn't exist. I wouldn't say, oh, there are no more EQVs, no more. I suppose I'd tell a lie, I would kind of miss the Hyundai Ioniq 5 and 6 because they do look quite good. I can't really think of any other electric car that I would miss other than the Teslas. Told me, oh, there's not going to be any more Audi e-trons or Mercedes EQV, EQS, even though I have the EQV lookalike in this game. It's only because they didn't have the normal one. The normal V-Class.
Is it busy for you today?
Passenger interactions, right?
It's been a slow day so far. Not many people seem to be needing a ride today.
That's too bad.
I'm happy to have a more relaxed day today.
Oh, really?
It gives me a chance to take in the sights and enjoy the ride.
It's good that you have a positive attitude towards it.
You have to have a positive attitude in this line of work.
Yes, that is another feature of this game, the passenger interactions, where you just click some buttons to answer and interact with the passengers, which I think is quite nice. I try to do the more positive responses all the time. Sneak past that speed bump. Save the suspension. But yeah, driving games are my thing. I will do other games on this channel. I'm gonna wind up the new QWeb channel I started because it's not really going anywhere. 86 subscribers on this channel. Hopefully you will watch this, and hopefully more and more people will watch. I will still do the other kind of content, but I will decide whether I want to put it under the Custodian brand or not, or under one of my other channels. That I've not quite decided, but what I have decided is I'm winding up the new QWeb channel. And just I've unhidden all the videos on this channel, so all the old videos are here. Hopefully they'll get new views. If not, well, that's life. But yeah, I'm gonna keep the Pharaoh channel most likely. The Tourslander.uk channel might not actually get opened. The kind of movies channel, that probably won't be opened either. I had the Nokori channel, that was doing really well with Alan Watts lectures, but unfortunately I got a couple of copyright strikes for those. I will be setting up a website where people can listen to those, because I feel it's a shame that such lectures that people find interesting and even comforting are being held behind paywalls. What's wrong with ad supported? The way the end user doesn't actually have to pay for it. So that channel, I will probably be converting to it was originally a no copyright music channel. I'll probably be taking it back to that. Hopefully the subscribers will still be interested and I just whacked the wheel. Back to speeding with Taylor's. Zoom. That's me. Don't know if anyone watching is old enough to get the Pocket Dragons reference. Gonna do a bit of a demo of the different radio stations now for a bit. So you've heard this one. This one is Neon Nights and bottom Neon Nights FM. So you've heard that one. Let's go to the next one. City Groove Radio. Let's have a bit of that.
Can you turn on the AC?
Groove.
Thanks.
Turn on the AC for your passengers as you drive along in the electric car. I messed up that U-turn. Gotta watch that no one sneaks out from behind parked lorries. I must say this station actually seems to be playing more than just one tune. More than I could say for the Neon City Lights, but maybe I didn't listen to it. Maybe it's just a very long, repetitive tune. can expect a gaming stream from me almost every day. Whenever I jump on a game, I will just hit start stream and share it with all you guys out there. Hopefully you'll find it enjoyable. At least it means that I'm actually doing something useful with my gaming sessions and actually creating content from it, and rather than just sitting there. Of course, a lot of interesting things happen, or things I find interesting anyway, while I'm gaming. Like I might dodge something in the car very cleverly or whatever. It's usually a driving game. Random things just happen when you're gaming, and if I'm not recording it or streaming it, it's not going to be seen. And another thing is, a lot of people are putting out polished, heavily edited videos, which is something I can do. But I think for gaming, it's good if you just see everything as it happens. No fancy editing, just screen cap and a couple of cameras so you see what I'm doing. If it's just a screen cap, obviously it is boring. I think we're back to the same song again, so it's time to change the station. Underhead FM, which is clearly a rock station. Those look like Santander bikes. Say the graphics in this game are quite good, and the light effects are quite good as well. The reflection you get as well. Of streets that is Barcelona. Any of you watching games of Barcelona? Tell me, does it actually what it looks like? Is it just a joke? They dodged a pedestrian. Otherwise, you might end up waiting for the whole city to cross. Almost at the drop-off point. thing I must say this. Radio stations better be copyright free, because if I get copyrighted for this.
Right.
I must say at least they are actually playing more than one tune, so maybe I dismissed them too early. Alright, one more trip and I'll call it a day for this stream. Then I'll show you how to fly down an area. Put that ball out there. Parked up taxis. .73 kilometers, or about 3 miles. Probably gonna be a bit quiet for the rest of the stream. My back's getting sore from leaning into the mic, and I kind of just want to drive. So, enjoy the ride.
how did you become a taxi driver?
I always knew this is what I wanted to do.
That's really cool. Not many people get to do what they love for a living.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I love driving and meeting new people every day.
That sounds really nice.
Well, I think we're back to the first song, or we might not be, but they all starting to sound as seem to be. Let's see what the other station is. This one's called Radio Classic. I don't know what that van was trying to do. Hello DJ MK4, how are you doing? Yes, I'm Mr. Tesla today. Past this speed bump. You can hear the game music more than me. Let me turn that radio off then. So yes, as I said at the beginning of the stream, this car is based on kind of mishmash of the Tesla Model 3 and the Model S, with a bit of the suspension of the Model Y, I'd say, because it's got quite a bit of tyre gap and quite a lot of ground clearance. And it's got the steering wheel of the Tesla Plaid models. What do you mean you're not subscribed? Get back subscribed. Well, the channel's been dormant for a while, so it's understandable that no one's gonna watch at first, but hopefully once I've been streaming consistently for a couple of weeks, hopefully the views will come in. That's what happens when you're looking at your chat screen instead of where you're going. At least I didn't hit it. Right, come on, DHL looking van, move. Yeah, I didn't reply to your previous message. Yeah, I'm doing fine. Just streaming this, and then I'll my back's not too sore. I'll stream a bit of OMSI, and then back to the song that I'm trying to produce. Although it might be time for sleep by then. What time it is? 40 minutes past 8 already. So did he go through that light on red, or was it amber and I didn't notice? Oh, here come the police. Sorry police, I'm faster than you going this way. Oh, you're going that way, alright. Interesting building off to the left. As I said, that's the last trip of the day, and it seems the game agrees because it's not brought up in this corner the next trip. That was quite a good one, €1,124.37. And let's now just quickly speed back to the garage. We've got many garages to choose from. Which one shall we go to? We started at this one. Let's not go to that one again. Let's see. Zoom out a bit. Let's go to... Let's go to this one, actually. Replying to text messages. Like I said, unedited streams. Just like you're in the room with me. Makes sense, they'd make their version a bit slower. style increased my XP level. I do not believe it. Maybe it's the fact that I break quickly enough not to hit anyone. Or maybe because I dodge all the speed bumps. Yes, you have these barriers where I don't know if it's the map's not unlocked yet or what it is. I've not had this game that long to know, but yeah, you do get these sometimes. But there are not that many of them, and the city is quite big to explore, which is good. And in we go to park the car up for the night. Let's repair it so it's in tip-top condition, clean it so it's nice and well clean obviously, and charge it up so that it's ready to go. Let's have a quick look before I end the stream. So yeah, that's the other three cars I've got, sorry. The Halcyon, which is like a Mercedes EQV, as I said. The Sedna that resembles a Toyota Aris or Corolla wagon. And the Starline Prestige, which is a classic car. Hints of Rolls-Royce, hints of earlier Cadillacs. I can't really pin it down. If anyone knows what it's really based on, let me know in the comments. Actually, for that matter, I've been doing a lot of EV driving, so I might give one of my drivers... Oh, let's get this progression. I can't. Oh, it needs 2 skill points. That one. That one will do. Oops, I did not mean to click that. Yeah, so if we go to cars and swap to this one, and need to go to management, and it's called the parallax apparently. Let's see. This driver's at work, that driver's in a car. This is the driver that's available. What shift shall we give them? Give them this district, residential district, and we'll give them 12 PM to 8 PM. Yeah, that'll do. So that's assigned to a different driver. This one's assigned to a driver, this one's also assigned to a driver, and yes, they all look the same, the drivers, but they've got different statistics. And next time I go out, I'll be in this. And as I said, all my cars are in black because that's what I like for a taxi fleet. And this needs a wash and fueled up, but at least good mechanical orders. They've been driving it really, really carefully, which is nice. And all of my taxis have, except the vintage one, have this sign. Let's see, the other cars you can get this Kia Soul looking thing, and this is the one you start with, the, as I said, Hyundai Ioniq looking car. And then this is, I guess, the end goal car. 24,000 euros, if only they were that cheap in real life. And then I guess there's no guarantee that they're actually meant to be new in the game, so they might be using these prices as, well, this is what it would be used. I don't know. Anyway, but that's the one I'm aiming for. Got about 16,000 to go. But yeah, this is based on an E-Class, and once I've got that one, then I'll add this one. I might add multiple copies of cars, and I might change the colors. I don't know. We shall see. But thank you for watching, and yes, Quaternion back to gaming, and the new QWeb channel will eventually be deleted because it's not really doing anything. I sound so sleepy, because I kind of am. I do not know if I will do an OMSI 2 stream tonight, probably not. Probably do one early in the morning. If you don't catch the stream while it's live, they are all recorded so you can watch them back at your convenience. So I wouldn't worry if you cannot watch it live, because you will not miss out. You will still get to watch it back. So thank you for watching, and I've been Michael, this has been Taxi Life, and you've been watching Quaternion Television.